"70 Years of Dedication: The Incredible Life of Lee, Soon-jae 1934 to 2025." The eternal actor Lee Soon-jae, The Fall of a Giant. There is an old saying, art is long, life is short. But for one man, art and life were one and the same. On November 25, 2025, the lights dimmed in the Korean entertainment industry. Lee Soon-jae, the man we affectionately called the national grandfather, took his final bow at the age of 91. "7 decades. 70 years of memorizing lines, 70 years of standing under hot lights, 70 years of living 1,000 different lives." From the poverty of the post-war era to the global explosion of K-drama, he was there for all of it. He was the bridge between the past and the present. He didn't just act, he endured. He didn't just perform, he taught us what it means to be a true professional. Today, we don't just mourn a star. We honor a lifetime of unwavering dedication. This is the incredible 70-year journey of Lee Soon-jae. The Philosopher on stage, 1,950 seconds, 1,960 seconds. To understand the greatness of Lee Soon-jae, we must go back to where it started. He wasn't born into stardom. He was an intellectual. In the 1,950 seconds, amidst the ruins of war, he was a student of philosophy at the prestigious Seoul National University. At that time, actors were often looked down upon as mere clowns gwangdae. For an elite student to choose acting was considered madness. But Lee Soon-jae saw something others didn't. He viewed acting through the lens of philosophy. To him, acting was the study of human existence. He started on the theater stage, hungry and poor, but fueled by a burning passion to elevate the art form. He wanted to prove that acting was a noble profession requiring high intellect, and he succeeded. He became one of the first actors to bring a scholarly depth to the screen, changing the public's perception forever. The Face of Authority, 1,970 seconds, 1,990 seconds. Through the 70 seconds, 80 seconds, and 90 seconds, Lee Soon-jae became the backbone of Korean television. With his perfect diction and commanding voice, he was the go-to actor for authority figures. If a drama needed a king, a chief surgeon, or a strict patriarch, there was only one choice: Lee Soon-jae. He was a perfectionist. Colleagues often shared stories of how scary he was on set, not because he was mean, but because he demanded excellence. He never arrived late, he never forgot a line. He believed that an actor's negligence was a sin against the audience. During this golden era, he wasn't just an actor, he was a symbol of tradition and order in a rapidly changing Korea. But being a legend can be lonely. The younger generation respected him, but they also feared him. He was becoming a distant figure in history books. Until 2006. The Reinvention. High Kick, 2000s. At the age of 72, when most people would retire, Lee Soon-jae made the boldest move of his career. He joined a sitcom called Unstoppable High Kick. Imagine a respected veteran, known for playing kings, suddenly playing a petty, porn-watching grandfather who farts and kicks people. It was shocking. It was risky. It could have ruined his dignified image. But Lee Soon-jae didn't care about image. He cared about the audience. He said, "If it makes people laugh, I will do it." This role shattered the wall between him and the youth. Overnight, the scary teacher became the national grandfather. He proved that true dignity isn't about being serious all the time. It's about having the confidence to laugh at yourself. This versatility is what made him truly immortal in the hearts of millions. The human behind the star, integrity and sacrifice. Beyond the roles, what truly made Lee Soon-jae a giant was his character. In an industry full of scandals, he stood tall with zero controversies for 70 years. Through the reality show Grandpa's Over Flowers, we saw the real man, humble, curious, and incredibly intelligent. We saw a man in his 80 seconds walking ahead of everyone else, refusing help, and speaking fluent German and French. He showed us that aging is not a decline, but a privilege. He was also a man of strict principles. He once criticized the culture of celebrities arriving late, saying, "The viewers are waiting. We have no right to be lazy." He held himself to the highest standard until the very end. The Final Curtain, A Legacy of Love 2020 seconds. The end. Even in his 90 seconds, when his body grew weak, his spirit never wavered. He returned to the theater stage for King Lear, performing for hours without a microphone, driven by sheer willpower. He famously said, "I want to act until I die. That is my happiness." And he kept that promise. Lee Soon-jae leaves behind more than just movies and dramas. He leaves a blueprint for a life well lived, a life of passion, a life of integrity, a life of constant learning. The curtain has fallen, but the applause will never fade. Rest in peace to the father, the king, and the grandfather of Korean cinema. You have worked hard, sir. Now you can finally rest. 70 years of dedication. 91 years of life. Lee Soon-jae's journey proves that passion truly has no age limit. We hope this tribute has brought you closer to the man behind the legend. What is the biggest lesson you learned from his life story today? Is it his relentless work ethic or his courage to reinvent himself? We would love to read your thoughts and reflections below. If you appreciate deep dive documentaries like this, please consider subscribing. And tell us, which Korean icon story should we tell next? Until then, take care and keep the passion alive.